Welcome back to This Week in Video Games, and it's Tuesday, the 25th of May 2021, and that means it's weekly reset in Destiny 2, where the content rotates, the vendors and the challenges reset, and we got a chance for new content to be added into the game. Let's check out the weekly reset items for the week. So with new content this week, we've got plenty of new stuff. We've got the new Override mission on the Tangled Shore, and that one can be accessed through the helm. We've got the weekly pinnacle mission, Expunge, that is being introduced for the first time this week. And the only notification that we've got on the map at the moment is the Path of the Splicer 3. So the new override activity on the Tangled Shore is here. And I reckon if we do the Path of the Splicer 3, well, that's where the weekly pinnacle mission and Expunge is going to be opened up to us. We've also got a new Nightfall weapon to chase. We've got the Uzume RR4, and that is a legendary energy sniper, and that is available through the weekly Nightfall. And also we've got extra infamy this week, so if you like Gambit, this week is a good time to jump in. Let's check out the seasonal activities in Season of the Splicer. As always, we've got the new story mission, the Path of the Splicer 3, so check that one out in the helm and kick that one off. We've got new seasonal challenges for the week. That's week 3. You see we've got loads of seasonal challenges here, and I've already done this one, so I'm going to pick that one up. But as always, you want to go over to the helm and pick up the bounties, especially if you're still leveling up the Splicer Servitor. And another new one for this week, so the Vault of Glass raid was introduced on Saturday, just gone, so hopefully many of you have jumped in and tried that out, and it is free to all players. Now, if you haven't tried raiding in Destiny 2, because a lot of the raids are locked behind DLCs, so if you haven't tried raiding, I definitely recommend going in, checking out the Legends tab and jumping into the Vault of Glass raid. It's a really good PvE experience, plus there's loads of really good loot in there, including the Vex Mythoclast exotic and a load of really good legendaries as well, including the Fatebringer. Let's check out some of the previous season's activities. First of all, on the Tangled Shore. And we've got the exotic quest, the Presage mission. At the end of that, you'll get the Dead Man's Tale. Go down to the EDZ. And here we got the Harbinger quest. At the end of that, you get Hawkmoon. And that one is from Season of the Hunt. And the previous one on the Tangled Shore with the Dead Man's Tale and Presage, that was for Season of the Chosen. There's loads of really good stuff to do if you've got Beyond Light and all of the available DLC content. But talking about Beyond Light, let's go over to Europa and see what's going on. The Empire hunt this week is the Dark Priestess. The Eclipse Zone is in Eventide Ruins. The simulation this week is Survival. And the Deepstone Crypt raid has been reset once again. And this week's challenge is the Core 4. You can do 8 bounties for Varix and get a powerful tier 1 drop. And don't forget about the Stranger down here. She's down near the Beyond. Next up, let's check out the playlists and the pinnacles for the week, and let's start out with Vanguard. The Nightfall this week is Insight Terminus. As I mentioned, we've got the Uzume RR4. That is a sniper available for the week. We've got the weekly Nightfall completions for a powerful drop. We get that bar up to 100%. And also, if you do 100k Nightfall, you get a pinnacle reward too. We've got the weekly strike activities as well. This week's Singe is a Solar Singe, so put on your Solar subclass, do 3 strikes, and you get a pinnacle drop. As for the weapons in the strike playlist this season, we've got the 3rd Axiom, that is a pulse rifle, the Royal Entry, that is a rocket launcher, and we've got the Empty Vessel, that is a grenade launcher. Let's check out Crucible for the week. So the rotating playlist this week is Mayhem. And you could do 3 Crucible matches to get a pinnacle reward. And the weapons available in the Crucible playlist this season, so we've got the Keening, As a sidearm, we've got the Frozen Orbit, really useful sniper. And also we've got the new one, the Survivor's Epitaph. That is a hand cannon. Jump on over to Gambit. The same old Gambit this week, although we do have that extra infamy on offer, so this week is a good opportunity to jump into Gambit if Gambit is your thing. If you do 3 matches, you get a pinnacle drop, and also you've got the hand cannon, the bottom dollar, that is on offer. Really good hand cannon. It's a 120 energy hand cannon. We've got the Trinary System, that is a fusion rifle, and also Borrowed Time, that is the new submachine gun, specifically for the Gambit playlist. Let's check out the tower for the week. You do 8 bounties for various vendors in the tower, you get a powerful tier 1 drop and some bright dust. Starting off with the Drifter over here. We've got Banshee 44 the Gunsmith. Lord Shax in the Crucible. And also Zavala 2 for strikes. Don't forget about the Prophecy Dungeon, and I did read today, this season is a really good opportunity to do that Prophecy Dungeon solo. So if you're going after those triumphs, I definitely recommend doing that. And the Prophecy Dungeon, really good piece of content. One of the best in Destiny 2. Recommend jumping in there and giving it a try if you haven't done before. So I did mention this before, and we've got the new Legends node on the destinations. So if you go to Legends here, you can check out the Vault of Glass raid. Really good raid. This is the first raid that was originally introduced back in 2014. It was the first Destiny raid. It's come back to Destiny 2 finally, and the community is really taken to it. It was released last Saturday on the 22nd of May, and people have been loving it. So I recommend jumping in there and getting all that sweet loot. Well, next up, let's check out the Eververse items for the week. And let's check out the Bright Dust items. We've got Neopop Wave. Look at that. Very nice. We've got the Ossified Entrance as a transmat effect. We've got a Long Last. That is an emo. We've got Redline Hotshot. That is a Sparrow. What a Sparrow. Look at that thing. And we got the regular consumables too. Check out the rest of the Bright Dust items. So we've got Harpy's Cry. There's a transmat effect. Very appropriate for the Vault of Glass. We've got the Mind Vault as a Titan ornament. Very good. We've got the Monument CER. There's a ship. Look at that one. We've got the Persevering Dance. There's an emote. We've got Bare Bones SL19. That looks pretty sweet. We've got the Lander Shell. And we got Popcorn, another exotic emote. We've also got the Nightmare Emergence. We've got the Vex Arrival. And we got the Cabal Arrival too. Next up, let's have a look at some of the legacy content for the week, and as always, we're going to start out on the moon. We've got the Garden of Salvation raid. This is another Vex raid, so if Vault of Glass has whet your appetite for fighting the Vex, you can jump into the Garden of Salvation and continue that fight against the Vex. This week's challenge is a link to the chain. We've got the Nightmare Hunts too, so we've got Despair, we've got Fear, we've got Rage. We've also got the Pit of Heresy Dungeon 2, dropping up-to-date loot, so that's weapons and armour. Definitely recommend the Pit of Heresy, another Really, really good piece of content to go along with that prophecy dungeon. Really, really good. So if you've enjoyed raiding, then the dungeons are kind of like a mini raid, and the Pit of Heresy is definitely one of the best. Let's check out that other piece of legacy content with the Dreaming City. The Petrevenge this week is in the Strand. You've also got the Shattered Throne Dungeon 2. And if you've got access to the Forsaken DLC, then you can hop into The Last Wish. Another really, really good raid, and arguably the best raid. Although there is a debate whether the Vault of Glass or The Last Wish is the best raid, but definitely recommend jumping into The Last Wish if you haven't done so. Well, that is it for the weekly reset information for the 25th of May 2021, and loads of really good stuff to jump into this week. We got a new override mission on the Tangled Shore, and you can access that from the helm. We've got the Expunge Pinnacle Weekly Mission 2. Really, really good. I'm going to be back later to go into a little bit more detail about the weekly Pinnacle mission. But if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And if you enjoy this week in video games content, consider becoming a channel member by hitting that join button down below and getting some exclusive rewards. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching, and for more Destiny 2 content like this, like, subscribe and share with a friend. To join our community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.